Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. We've got the physical books, we've got the digital books, we got some extra books. But before we get into any of that, let's quickly get into some news pieces. Now, in my hand, I hold the last order we've made with Midtown Comics, our last weekly order. And as you guys already know, starting next week, the first week of June, we will be switching over to DCBS, and we will no longer be making our weekly orders from Midtown Comics. I stress weekly because it doesn't mean goodbye. I'm sure we will still be making orders with Midtown Comics from time to time. For example, I missed a book that is a weekly book, not a monthly book, and it is the TMNT's next miniseries, which apparently is running throughout the entire month of June. So I bought the last issue from DCBS, but I completely overlooked the first 4. So for the next 4 weeks at least, we will be ordering from Midtown Comics. And there's also another book, but that's explained with the other stuff that's here. So we'll get to that when we start showing the books. But this is the last pile of books we'll be getting from Midtown. You know, people have been telling us nothing but good things about DCBS since Mike and I started to consider it. Brant and Lisa being 2 of those people. Brant explained to me how much better it would be for us to switch over to DCBS, especially with the amount of books we get and how much more we would be saving. And 2 months ago, DCBS made an offer that we could not refuse, especially because we were considering DCBS, and that was the DC Comics Rebirth Bundle, which basically has the one-shots, the issue 1s and issue 2s for certain books, all wrapped up in a nice bundle for X amount of money. I believe it was like $40-something. We couldn't turn that down. So 2 months ago, we decided that as of June, we were going to try DCBS. Now, of course, you know, we're nervous. We don't know when we're going to be getting our books. You know, with Midtown, we knew when, around and about, we'd be getting our books, which was around Friday, Saturday, except during the holiday season where apparently the books disappeared until like 2 weeks later, which I'm hoping it will be resolved by next December. But there were a lot of contributing factors to why we switched to DCBS, that being one of them. But the pricing, Mike and I look back at how much we've been spending on our books on a week-to-week basis and how much we will be spending doing our orders through DCBS 2 months in advance. And there is a huge difference in the amount of money we'll be spending, which is an amazing thing because that means we'll be able to spend more money, or the money we aren't spending on comics will be able to go towards other things personally and other things that we can do or, you know, review or get to do for you guys right here on this channel, on Frontline Gaming Zone, and on Comic Frontline for the Dark Avenger hauls, etc., etc. So it's a huge plus. And now all we have to worry about is when the books will come. I'm hoping that they come earlier than when Midtown's books came, but who knows. Now, we are recording this video on Memorial Day weekend. As a matter of fact, as of this video, it is 2 o'clock in the morning on May 29th. Today, we are celebrating my birthday. We're having a barbecue. We're having a lot of things. Now, I'm not saying this because I want a lot of happy birthdays in the comments. There's a reason I'm making mention that this is my birthday weekend. Today. Now, this video is being uploaded directly. Once we're done recording this, it's going up. But this morning, today, May 29th, at 9 in the morning, I will be making a major announcement video. Something that does not impact YouTube. Well, it impacts my life, so obviously if anything that impacts me, it impacts everything. But at the same time, it's not something from YouTube. It's not something involved with YouTube at all, as a matter of fact. And this is something huge. And the stars couldn't align any better. My 30th birthday, on the day of, it's just amazing that everything, all of the things aligned perfectly for this announcement. And I'm excited, and I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this announcement. And it's going to be something else for you guys to, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say it'll be something else for you guys to enjoy. Period. We're not getting into any spoilers. You guys will have to wait for the announcement video and then go from there. Other than that, nothing really else at the moment. I'm just really excited for the announcement. Oh, TMNT. We will be doing a live stream. We're going to try to marathon the whole game because I heard it's notoriously short. We just don't know how short. So we're going to try to marathon it. If it's too long, we'll probably end up stopping halfway through or a little bit past halfway through sometime during the day today. There also might be a live stream from the birthday party, but I'm not sure because we don't know family members if they're going to want to be on camera. You know, some people don't want to be on camera live, so we'll either figure a way around it or we'll figure something out completely different. But we'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. I can't promise the live show. I'm going to I'm not even going to promise the TMNT because I don't know what tomorrow is going to involve as far as things that need to be done. Like I said, it's a barbecue. That's why I mentioned it's a barbecue. So I'm going to say that tentatively there will be TMNT and there will be another live stream along with that for my birthday. Not too sure. Maybe I will do a live stream, even if it's just me and Michael, just because for those of you who want to comment on the reaction, on the announcement video, that'll be where you can comment and we could talk back and forth. We could do kind of like a Q&A about it, because believe me, you're going to want to do a Q&A. So hint, hint, you're going to want to definitely be around tomorrow night sometime. I'll try to keep a Twitter update out for when we can do it, and you could come on and we could do a Q&A session about the announcement, which I would really enjoy. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, other than that, that's all for right now. I mentioned this a million times already, but for right now, the Dark Avenger haul on Comic Frontline, we're looking to build up our manga collection, so you can look forward to a lot of like extra wise. We're not going to be going too exotic with stuff right now, but I'm looking to really build that up. So any recommendations for titles? I've gotten several recommendations, and there are a lot of titles that I actually looked into and I really like. So if you have any recommendations for any type of manga series, feel free to list as many as you like, and let me know what you recommend as far as mangas, and maybe they'll show up on a Dark Avenger haul, because we're looking to build that up. And that's what the Dark Avenger haul might be for a bit, but we are adding other things. We have DVDs, we've got movies, we've got a couple of games that are coming out soon. No Man's Sky was officially announced today that it was delayed. So I don't think No Man's Sky is coming next month. I think we're not going to get No Man's Sky until the end of the year, but that's just me. So, but beside that, we're looking to do anything you'd like to see in a Dark Avenger haul, let us know. But we are looking to add the figures that we've been doing. The mangas are a new addition that we're trying to get at least one or two every haul. So this way we can help build it up. But anyway, I don't want to go rambling on. Let's get into some books this week. The comic books, the book books. And we're going to start with Aliens Defiance, issue number 2. Looking forward to reading this book. The first issue was really fun. We got Back to the Future, issue number 8, continuing the Continuum Conundrum. Part 2 of the Continuum Conundrum. Godzilla Oblivion, issue number 3, and it was announced there's going to be another Godzilla series coming out this August. Got Escape from Monster Island, issue 4 of 6. We've got Satan's Hollow, issue 3 of 6. Robin Hood's Annual, the 2016 Robin Hood Annual, Pat Chan's farewell to Robin Hood. We've got Ghostbusters International, issue number 5. Lobster Johnson, Metal Monsters of Midtown. I believe it's a one-shot. This is getting a mention, and I'm being honest with you, it's Captain America number 1. I can promise you guys I'm not reviewing it. I already know what's coming. You guys know I've already talked about it on the live show. Mockingbird 3, this might be another honorable mention more than a review at this point. Grayson 20, the final issue of Grayson, leading into Nightwing. Captain Marvel, issue number 5. We've got Extraordinary X-Men 10. Let's see if this book makes or breaks the series for me. At this point, I don't know. Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Obi-Wan and Anakin, issue number 5, continuing the miniseries. I believe there's only one issue after this. We've got Carnage, issue 8. Deadpool, issue 12, going back to 2099. Hyperion, issue number 3. And Star Wars, issue 19. Which is still Mike's, because it's still going on with that stupid story. Red Wolf, issue 6. And, and Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number 5. So that's our digital books for the week. Physical books. We've got Sonic Universe, issue number 85. We've got Street Fighter X G.I. Joe, issue 4 of 5. I believe there's only one issue left, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Now, these are the major books. These are the major hit. Well, let's do this one first. We've got Superman, Lois and Clark, issue number 8, the finale to Lois and Clark. Now we've got the heavy-hitting books for DC. We've got Justice League, issue 50, the grand finale to the Darkseid Wars. Dum, dum, dum. Big things happen here. Very important. Superman 52, the final days of Superman, part 8 of 8, the grand finale. I've already reviewed this book on Comic Frontline, so if you'd like to hear my thoughts, check it out there. And then finally, we got the variant cover here, but I also did order a regular standard cover from DCBS, but I didn't think they would ship it this week because our order starts in June, so I had to have a physical copy, so I got the variant to DC Universe Rebirth. Give you guys an idea of why it's a variant. It is a fold open cover. I've already read this book. Everybody's read this book. It's a big book. It's a super thick book, and it's $2.99. This should be in everybody's haul this week who wants to try out DC Comics. And it even features the new DC Comics logo. Also this week came the Daily Bugle promoting Civil War. Articles and stuff about all the books that are involved with Civil War 2. Now, one thing that everybody noticed, and it's been talked about, Marvel Now is returning in fall. Well, I could tell you guys what books I'm probably not going to be reading a lot of starting this fall. Just saying. Honestly, at this point with Marvel, until Marvel can get their heads on straight, Civil War 2 might be my means to kind of slip out. I'll read one or, like I said, I told a million people I'll read 2 or 3 titles, and that's about it. Whichever titles are least affected by whatever this, if it's a reboot, I don't even know. I don't even know what Marvel's doing. Nobody knows. Let them do whatever they want. Honestly, I'll pick the titles that look good. The rest, I'm done. Honestly, with the whole restart of Marvel Now, officially I'm done. And another thing you guys are going to be noticing once a month is this book right here, which comes with other books. But since we're going to be doing monthly orders now, we decided to actually grab previews. So I was actually thinking, we're getting this magazine. Maybe we could do a live show on here or on Comic Frontline going through previews. So if you guys would like to see a live show where we will go through the entirety of previews, let me know, because we have this magazine. It's a lot of fun. I've already looked through it, and there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm really, really interested in. And I don't mind sitting down. If you guys have the time to sit down and talk, I have no problem sitting down and discussing some of the really cool stuff that is being previewed in this book. And this book is for stuff that's coming out in August. So this is setting up for August. And we didn't order a previews magazine from DCBS for June, which is for September. So that's the other book that we're going to be getting from Midtown towards the end of the month, is the Previews magazine. This is a really nice book, and if you like doing monthly orders, this is something you might want to check out. Especially if you're like us and you just need a list of the books that you want to get, and you just stick it in your order, and there you go, DCBS. So there's this, but obviously Marvel gets its own magazine, so it came with the Previews book. Basically it covers all the Marvel. Basically it's Marvel's category pulled out of the book and made into its own special magazine. And you guys know, thanks to Mike Spider Slayer, I've been getting Image Plus. This is issue 2. I believe this was also in my June order for DCBS. So I don't know. I guess we might get it for, or maybe it was issue 3. It could have been number 3. I'm not too sure, but I could have sworn that it was this issue. If so, it is. I'll make triple sure that I get issue 3 as well. But then after that, I'm positive from there on, because our order for July will have both Image Plus and the Previews magazine in it. So those are the extras. again, let me know if you guys would like to do a live show one night. I'll do it on Frontline. I'll do it on here. We'll go through the previews book together. I'll have the camera in the previews magazine. We can talk about some preview stuff. Again, all time willing. Again, if time is willing and able. So that's it for this week's weekly comic book haul. Look forward to next week's where we begin DCBS, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it comes on time. And hopefully, we've already read through our physical books. I've got a couple of digital books left to go, which I can binge read between tonight and tomorrow, even though tomorrow's a party. And we're hoping to get this review out to you guys Monday. So we are on time again, and we are ready for this Wednesday's books for when they come out. So till then, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting. Look forward to the announcement video. It is coming today at 9 a.m. And I'll see you guys really soon in the next video.